And welcome back to The Fight. I'm Terry McFadden. Joining us now is the Director of Campus Ministry at Notre Dame, Father Pete McCormick. In addition to his duties on campus, Father Pete serves as chaplain for the Notre Dame men's basketball team. Father Pete, welcome to The Fight.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, what is Campus Ministry's role at Notre Dame during normal times, and how has your team been able to adjust the last few months to serving, the needs of the students?
In normal times, this is what we would be about. Ultimately, inviting people to think about the life of the gospel and how it is that it animates their life, how it brings them joy and hope, and also to reflect upon this beautiful charism that's been given to us by the Congregation of Holy Cross here at Notre Dame, to educate both heart and mind, to encounter difficulties with hope. So really, this is what campus ministry is about. And so all of a sudden, and we can both remember where we were when news of this began to break and states began to close. For me, I was with the men's basketball team in the ACC tournament. So we came right back, and I met with my staff, and they immediately began to think about, all right, what are the ways that we need to get better? And so one of them was, we need to get virtual, and we need to get there fast. So we started thinking about, okay, what is that going to mean? We immediately moved the Basilica to an online format with the help of a variety of folks from around the university. And then we also started to come up with some new ideas. We did our first ever virtual retreat where we had over 40 students from all around the country who were actually locked into this thing, and it was really cool. So there's been some creative stuff. We've done a podcast. We've also opened up and made sure that our campus ministers are available for students who might be struggling in some way. So Monday to Friday from 1 to 7 every single day, a student can reach out, and there's a campus minister who is ready there to talk with them. So these have been the ways that we've just adjusted in the wake of this COVID pandemic.
It's just great how you've been able to stay connected with these students. And I'm going to guess that a lot of the viewers out there are unaware of the fact that there are still a number of students on this campus right now who are unable to get home. They're living here on campus, right, and getting along fine. And you've been asked to serve them during this time as well.
That's correct. And this is what I love about our institution. So we make a commitment to our students. And we're going to make sure that we do everything that we can so that they are in a safe environment and they're able to learn and they're able to grow. So what is it that the university did? We have students who are from international locations, some students who can't go home for whatever reason. And so we made the Morris Inn, a 4-star hotel, their place to live over the course of the past 2 months. And they've formed a community there, and they've been just so great in terms of their participation here and their learning. And now as we draw the semester to a close, there still remains a few students who will still be on campus. And then once again, the university has gone above and beyond to figure out a place for them to stay. And so they will again be on campus, and they will in some ways be able to kind of be in community with one another. So it's just a beautiful opportunity that I've had to accompany them through what would be a scary time for any of us, especially if you are away from home and in a different country.
As a priest, this pandemic has forced you and everyone in the Holy Cross congregation to minister differently. We've kind of already touched on that, and I'm sure it's been a challenging adjustment in a time when one's faith is really being tested more than ever. Can you share with us what the Holy Cross congregation's been doing to engage our Notre Dame family in these unique ways? And again, I know we've touched on some of it.
Yeah. Well, I want to share just a few anecdotes, because really the way that the Holy Cross Order has cared for the Notre Dame family has been in partnership. We are blessed with such great colleagues in the Alumni Association and at Catholic TV who have said, listen, we want to help and we want to be a part of this. And so 2 examples from the Alumni Association that I think are great. One is Dolly Duffy and her team ultimately said, we would like to lead people to pray rosaries at the grotto. So they invited a series of Holy Cross priests. And to date, over this period of time in this initiative, over 100,000 people have prayed with that particular priest who prayed the rosary. So we had about 6 or 7. So think about that, over 100,000 people. Another example was Father Paul Doyle and Father Joe Capora, every Thursday night, always offer what is called Milkshake Mass. And so again, Dolly said, hey, let's try to find a way for us to partner. And so us in campus ministry, we came together. And so they have streamed that Milkshake Mass where they celebrate Mass and then invite people to partake in a milkshake, which is the customary thing on campus. 4,500 people per night stream that Mass, and it comes out every Thursday, and it has come out throughout the entirety of the back end of the semester. And then finally, my favorite story, I think, is with Catholic TV. We had a situation where our partnership with Catholic TV on the Sunday of March 1st, there were about 750 households who watched the 10 a.m. Basilica streamed Mass. On Easter Sunday, there were 34,000 unique households that watched the Easter Sunday Mass. And so you think about the power of what we're able to do virtually and how we were able to bring so many people into community here at Notre Dame. It really is a special thing.
It really is. Father Pete McCormick, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And it's great that you ended the season on a win. All right.